Welcome, one and all. My name is Teleik, and we are here today with a game called Guild of Dungeoneering. It's an interesting kind of like dungeon crawler card game kind of thing. I've played a little bit of it, and I thought it was really cool, and I decided I wanted to do something different today. I was going to record some Hollow Knight, but I didn't really feel like it. I felt like today we should do something a little different, so I wanted to jump in and play this game a little bit. If you guys haven't heard of this game or haven't taken a look at this game, I'd recommend it. Like I said, I played it a little bit, and it's pretty interesting. I like a lot of dungeon crawler style games. They're fun for me. I think they're pretty cool. But this one has got a lot of humor. It's really funny, and they've whoever made this game, I don't know if he wrote songs himself or if he has somebody that helps him with it, but there's a lot of funny music in this game and everything. It's really cool. We're going to jump in. I want to take a look. Maybe we can beat this game. Some bosses chase you. Maybe you could slow them down.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering. All across the land they're cheering, oh, to be a Dungeoneer, chasing fame and glory.
So you get little snippets like that. It's interesting. Those start to get really clever. Whoever did that is really freaking clever. Let's see. The Ivory League of Explorers, the noblest, most virtuous guild in the land. Pfft, those insufferable jerks. I'll show them. They won't think me so grossly incompetent when I have my own guild. I bought a small hall in the bad part of town with the gold that I borrowed from them. I've staked out a dungeon that's ripe for the picking. I've even found a chump who can do all the dirty work while I sit back and watch the coins roll in. Like my father always told me, there's always someone stupider than yourself. Well, he never really said it to me. Actually, he said it to everyone but me. Hey, wait a minute. Rats, grr. Doo-doo-doo. We need to hire some dungeoneers, so let's build a barrack. Let me get a little card. So this is kind of the style of the game, and this is what's really interesting to me. I love games that have an interesting, unique art style. I feel like those kinds of things require some serious raw talent in order to be able to do. The thing about this is that everything is essentially hand-drawn. I don't know if he drew it on paper or if he used a drawing tablet or something to draw it on screen, but everything is obviously drawn, and it looks like pencil on a piece of graph paper that you'd use for, geometry or something. And the funny thing about all of that is these are the kind of doodles that I literally would used to make in math class back in school, back in the day. Back in the day, a couple years ago, practically. And so it's if you played this game religiously and you knew what you were doing and and you had at least slightly some minor drawing skills, you could literally just sit in math class and just make dungeons and do this and just kind of role play your own thing instead of doing math, which is essentially what everybody's doing anyway. Why be on your phone when you're doing math when you can sit here and play D&D with yourself practically? So it uses cards as a building thing. So what's cool about this is when we jump into I'll explain it later. The dungeon building is kind of the same as the what am I saying? The dungeon building is the same kind of as the guild building, where you get cards and you can put them wherever you want, with certain rules. So we're gonna go ahead and stick the barracks in here, and so we can kind of choose where we want it to go. So it doesn't really matter, I don't think, where you put it. So I'm just gonna stick it up there.
The one that's always left behind, the solitary lump, the pawn who's fodder for the grind, the sorry little chump.
Those posters must be working. Leth. I shall remember you, Leth. Leth. Let's go, you Leth. Leith. Meath. Leaf. You can expand your guild to gain new dungeons, blah, blah, blah. But first, try going on an adventure. Da, da, da. So we get our first little dungeon here. Rats. How original. Quest 1 is Squeak Squeak. Quest 2 is Rat Pack. Everyone's got to start somewhere. We use less, so we don't have any blessings. Das Dungeon. There's always more Dungeoneers. So, here's the basic layout. Play up to 3 cards this turn. I'll play your first turn. It's easy. So he's kind of giving us a little tutorial. So the first thing he did was he threw down... Oh, it's literally just moving me around. I don't even get time to talk. Alright, jumping into battle. So then battle is a card game as well. I guess I'll explain the map in a second. So once we're in battle, the enemy has an option. And I don't remember if it always shows me the enemy's move before I attack. It's been a while since I played this. But you have a hand, and you can get different bonuses and things like that to make your hand bigger. Get different cards in your deck, all sorts of stuff like that. So essentially what we want to do is try to take as little damage as possible and deal as much damage as possible. And I always try to get some healing cards and whatnot to heal back up. Because if I remember correctly, your health is continuous throughout the entire dungeon. And the goal is to not die and get as much stuff as possible. So, what we're going to go ahead and do here, since he's doing a double hit, we want to go ahead... And also, I believe you attack first. So, if you could do enough damage to kill them, then you don't have to worry about what they're going to do to you. There's what's called a speed card, I think, which lets you attack first no matter what. Here, we're going to do a defense. So you can kind of get an idea of what happens. So this one, he did 1 damage to himself, which is what the heart means, and then he's got 1 attack. So each icon represents like 1 thing. So we're gonna do 2 since we have to take this damage no matter what, and we kill him. We get some loot every time we kill something, which gives us like equipment. So the equipment gives you different moves. So you have magic damage, and you have physical damage, and then different cards, like the shields, depending on whether they're red or blue, represent physical defense or magical defense. So this would be a magic attack. This is a physical defense. This defends because it's cut in half. It defends both magic or physical, but it also heals 1. So it's a nice one to have. So you get different equipment, and it gives you those extra cards. Now I get to have a turn. So what we get to do is, your blue cards are your map cards, and the game will, I think, continuously give you map cards as many as you need. So you could actually just sit here and farm cards and just make this map as big as you could possibly make it, and just keep going and going and going. But it's pointless to do that because, like, you want to do what you can. You only want to go far enough to where you beat the quest, because everything resets once you exit the dungeon. So there are certain things, they're like special things, that you can get to make your guys more powerful. But for the most part, you don't really have to worry about it too much, at least not in the beginning. I haven't beaten this game, so I don't know all the details. But since everything resets, you don't have to worry too much. So what you do is you place map cards, you get treasure cards, event cards, monster cards, and everything like that. And your guy has like a little pathway, and you can influence where he goes with treasure. And so he'll always try to go towards the best treasure first. So if I had like a whole plethora of pathways, I could put different treasures in it to guide him along a different path. Since I just placed this one here, his only option is to choose to go to this monster, so I can have him set course to go towards that monster. Or I can go ahead and throw a monster here, and now he can't go all the way forward. He has to go right here where this guy is. And we fight the bat. Da-da-da-da! Wumpus! Oh, maybe my health did reset. I don't know. So he's got a magic attack, so we're going to go ahead and defend. Boink. Easy peasy. So, ooh, I forget. 1 physical damage, unblockable. Okay, so the yellow means I can't block it. So I'm just going to go ahead and deal a strong attack. Doink, doink. So now he's going to do a magic attack that'll heal him, so I'm going to block it so that he doesn't heal. Now he's got that again, so we're going to whomp each other. Okay, so it looks like he goes first, unless I have a speed card. Now, if I do that, I get to heal. Block that again, because I don't want that bat to heal. Alright, so he's got 1 physical defense and 1 magic attack, so I'm going to block that again. I get my health back. This time, since he's going to hit me and heal 1, I get to do 2. And fuck you, little bat, you dead as fuck. I leveled up. Alright, what do we get out of here? So you get 3 cards. Oh, but you get these. So you can't, I don't think you can discard. You have to use one of your cards. So the ones that do nothing are bad, essentially, because you don't get to do anything. And so crappy items will have stuff like that. But as you get better items, you'll get better cards. Let's see. Slice, pitch, assess, rekindle. Ooh. Oh no, but it's a hat. So you have to kind of micromanage your equipment a little bit. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of equipment, so there's not a lot of micromanaging, but you have to manage it a little bit because you kind of have to choose which ones you get. These both have healing effects, but I prefer block, I guess. This one gives me slice. I'll go ahead and go with the fork. Fork is weapon. And your little dude equips it. It got my little hat right there, and you got a little thingy thing. What was that? I just totally did not pay attention to that at all. So, now we get gold. I'm going to stick gold in there. And I can go ahead and just, because I have extra turns, I can just, throw some map cards down. See? And you'll go for the gold. So, you get the gold, but you got to kill the rat. So the way I like to play it, it's unblockable, so I just use a strong hit, is I try to have something in every single room I go into. What is this? If successful enemy discards. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. Sometimes you get lucky with those, though. If you have some of the crappy blank cards that don't do anything, you will, that one will get chosen for discard when they discard your cards. It's kind of handy. There we go. Yes! But yeah, I try to always do something with everything I go. Oh, was I only supposed to kill 1 rat?
Hurrah, hurrah, a victory. That was so quick you made it look easy. Another happy tale in our short story, if not a little bit violent, and not for the queasy.
Congratulations. Despite their best efforts, your little Dungeoneer made it out alive. So all there is to do is gather the loot they risked their lives to collect and flog it for a bit of gold. Okay, so this is where you can kind of farm gold if you just keep the map going forever and ever and ever. So you can kind of get a breakdown of what it says here. So map explored, it's how many different little map things you placed and looked at and explored into. You get gold for the amount of monsters you killed. You get gold for the equipment that you have, that you equip. And I think you auto-sell the ones that you don't choose. I'm not 100% on that. And then you get a quest bonus. So for the beginning, we're mostly going to get most of our gold from the quest bonuses. But if you actually sit there and farm and just expand the map, expand the map, and expand the map, and after you expand the map, you can kind of use monsters as a way to kind of lure your guy around and just kind of loop your map over and over again, just killing monsters. Because you'll keep getting new cards, and if you're getting a bunch of monster cards, you can just run around and kill them. But eventually, if you're not careful with how you create your map and path everything, your guy will eventually make his way towards the quest target. And depending on the quest, you want to kill enemies enough to level up to be strong enough to take on that guy. Because there will be some boss monsters and whatnot. So this guy gets to reset back to the beginning, but what you'll see down there is the bonuses. This is something that will linger with him. So and it's random. There are tons of different bonuses you can get. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. This one is Zealot, which means you start with Holy 1, which is kind of like the items. It gives you some extra cards. I think this was the one where you defend and you get a health, like I had for my crown. And I think as long as, with this one it's pretty neat because having a Holy 1 to begin with, I think that means that if I get that crown again, it'll upgrade to Holy 2, which means I'll have better cards. It'll upgrade the cards to be better. So, let's take a look back. Dungeoneers tend to move towards monsters the same level as them. Well, there's an interesting tidbit. Oh, and it doesn't give me anything else, so I'm kind of on my own here. So, we've got our dungeon dudes, and we'll unlock more dudes as we expand the guild. So, cat burglar. What should we get? Oh, talismans. I forgot about this. +1 loot choice slot after first 2 fights. Bruiser. Oh, okay, so every first and third is a guy, and every second and fourth is a talisman. +1 to first physical damage in battle for the first 2 fights. Mime. +1 heart for first 2 fights. These are ones that I like. The ones that unlock items. So these are things that I could potentially loot off of enemies. So if I do that, we build the blacksmith. Dun da da da, we have a blacksmith. That can potentially give us more when we loot off of enemies. So now we get to do quest 2. We get to defeat the Rat King. No, I don't have any blessings. So we take our Chump on out there. So the level system is interesting because you don't build experience like you would in your typical RPG. That king is over here. You gain experience by essentially beating monsters that are, I think, either the same or higher level than you. So level 1, if I kill a level 1, I can get to level 2. Level 2, you kill level 2, you become level 3. And I think if you're level 1 and you kill like a level 3, you'll go straight to level 3. But I could be wrong on that. So we're going to go and have a straight room. I'm going to stick a bat in this first room here, and we'll have some coins. Silver coins! Silver coins! Yeah, 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 yeah! Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cower, because we're a little bitch baby. This is unblockable, so wham, I'm going to give you a good whomp. Block that. Ain't gonna let you heal, gonna heal me. Thanks, bud. Eyes closed punch. Oh my god! Hey, your eyes were open. False advertisement. I'm gonna block because I can't do any damage to him right now. And there we go. Give you a good whomping. See, and then you level up. So 1-to-1 level up. Straight jacket. +1 health. We're not crazy. The rest of the world is. Armor 1 gives you repel, 3 block. This gives you... Okay, so that lightning bolt, I think, is the quick move, so it means you get to go first. And then it causes them to discard a card. Oh, no, it doesn't discard. I get to draw a card. Ooh, I am torn between these two. Defense is pretty important, but you only get one of those. It's like, you gotta save it. Oh, or you could just take gold. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the shirt. And then I get some gold. So that allows those to connect. So here's one of the rules. If you're placing a map, you can't rotate these cards. So you can see it's a room. It's got one entryway like this. You have to coincide with the doorways. You can't block a doorway with a card. And so if you're going to be here, since there's a door here and a door, you know, if you see a door on the left and door on the top, well, I guess you can't see my mouse, but to the right of the next rat, you know, door left, door up, the card that you put there has to match those doorways. If it has extra doorways with the blank spaces to the right, it doesn't matter. That means you just get to build that direction. But you have to match up the doorways because you can't block. So the one in the dead center, because there's a doorway on all four sides, you have to have one that's got doors on all four sides in order to place something there. It's unavoidable. 2 years in Chump school for this? Chump school. It's like going to clown college. Okay, we're gonna jump in and do some big damage. Whoop whoop. See, now I get to block that one, so I can't discard my card. Thanks for the health back, mate. Oh yeah, so I get to go first. And then I get to draw a card, apparently. And this is how you end up with more than 3 cards. Oh, I can't block it, so I'll just kill you. Now you dead! Dead, son, dead! Alright, so rekindle. Magic damage that heals me. +1 health. +1 health. I'm gonna go with pigeon. Yeah, I got eggs on my head. Alright, so like this one, it's a 4-way connector. And this one's a corner corridor. So this is one of the event rooms. You can see the last room icon I have has like a little flower there. So it's got something special in it. Ooh, it ends up being a yellow one, which is good. Now, this guy's a level 2 dude. So he's going to do double damage to me, but he's going to take damage. So I'm going to do this one, because it'll block one. And oh no! Oh, it gives you extra! Sweet, I forgot about that. If you heal with max health, you go beyond max health. So he's going to take 3 damage from this one. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to block one of those. Alright, you're going to do 2 to me, but I need to heal 1, so... Uh-oh. 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 I might lose this one, guys. Oh! Oh! Quick attack! Oh, that was a close one. Stupidity. +2... Oh no, you get +2 health, but you get 2 blank cards. Ooh, sparkly headbands. I lose my healing spell, but I get stronger healing spells, or I can get a weapon. So that one's an attack and defend, which are really good. This one is a healing one. I like the club. It's pretty good. Alright. So I don't want to do that, because I want to lead this guy around to the right, and then back over to the left. So I'm going to stick a dude there, and then we're just going to go for it. Alright, alright. Oh, I have nothing but defense, and I can't even defend against this. Lame. Okay, I can defend against this one, and it'll make him take damage. If successful, I restore 2. So damage me 1, baby cakes, and then I will just heal. Doink! That's pretty good, son. I'll have to defend because I can't heal when you do that, so I stay at the same health. Double damage. Quick attack! Oh, I was thinking he was going to discard. It makes me draw. Okay. Yeah, that way I at least heal. Whoop. Oh, yeah! Schmitter! Ooh. It's a tough one. Because Dice is pretty good when they have those no block attacks to do 3 damage. I like the healing ones, but these ones do so much more damage. I'll just take some gold. Oi! Squeak! So I'm going to stick gold over here. That way he comes around to the right instead of going up. Because this one's a level 2, so he's more likely to go up instead of right. I think. So I want to do it like that. And so what you essentially want to do is build up for the boss fight. Because the boss is obviously going to be stronger, and it gives you kind of a heads up on what abilities he has based on that. And if you play the game, I guess you can figure out what cards that means he has, but I don't know. So you want to build up your equipment, and so the level 1 equipment is going to be pretty much useless to me, which is what the little rat over here is got. But the level 2 equipment is the upgraded stuff that I bought. So hopefully we can get some decent stuff there. And then kill the rat guy. Who fills a dungeon with rat men? And at the end of the day, by killing them all, we get more gold. I'm just going to go ahead and block you. Can't block you, so... Block you and you take damage. Ah! Block and attack. What are you gonna do about that? This way I don't lose any health. This way I don't lose any health again. You gotta be careful with that strategy though, because he does attack first, and if your health reaches 0 before you take your turn, I'm fairly certain you just die. That's why the quick attacks are important as well. Ooh, we don't have anything here, so this will give me magic defense and magic strikes. That's kind of crap. 2 unblockable attacks, 2 magics. I'm gonna have to go with this one. There we go, swell. And so he's gonna go this way because this way's got the gold. I'll stick that there so that it's ready to go. Put a monster there, and then I've got my path set to go up and around. I don't remember what the flower icon does. Hero's starting battle hand size increased by 2 next fight. Well, that doesn't help me against the boss. It's just gonna give me better shot at the rat man. No worries. Let's go ahead and do some battles. So, the nasty rat should be pretty easy now that we've kind of, Oh shit, that was a waste. I didn't think about it. It's fine. Extra cards. I'll block you so you don't discard my card that I just earned. And the music in this game is pretty dope, not gonna lie. There we go. You think you got on me, son? This will finish you off. Wumpy wump. Fork, not as good. Paper crown. Oh, yeah. Because my holy goes up to a higher level. So, with that one, if I hit magically, I gain 2. But with this one, I can block 2, and I gain 1 for every one I block. So yeah, I'm going to switch to the paper crown. Because that complements the battle scar that I have. Why are you going to go all the way around? You know what? I think I'm ready, so I'm just gonna let it happen. Weirdo. Oh, you move twice and then you go again? No worries, just go again. What was a dungeon with gnolls? Alright, son, you ready to die? Let's go ahead and do this. Grab a new card. Oh no! I'm gonna draw a card and then discard a card. That's my bad, I didn't see that. I'm gonna block one. That way you'll deal damage, but I at least get my health back. I'm gonna go with this one just because I get to deal 2 damage to you. Holy Jeezums. Block 1, deal 1. Oh, you're dead now anyway, son. Overkill. Ooh, what is this? Stiletto. Blade. Swift. I get rid of my defend attack for a magic defend attack, but my attack is also quick. And I get rid of my healing strike. It's hard because I don't know that the... +1 on the next... +1 on next magic attack, +1 heart, draw a card. 2 magic damage. But I get rid of my quick strike. No, I'm gonna keep what I have. There, add some gold to the gnoll and let's take them out. Alright, let's see what you got. I will do my quick attack. Owie! My brains! Okay. I'm going to go ahead and block. You hurt yourself, and I heal myself. Okay, so you've got a magic block and 2 attack. I will block one of those. Alright, so you just got 1, so attack and defend. I really do like cards like that do both. That can really give you an advantage. Hurt me 1, I heal me 1. What you gonna do about that? I want to go ahead and just do 2 damage to you. Because again, I don't think you have any magic attacks. Block 1. Heal 2, I guess. Overkill! You dead ass son! And you level up, because you're the same level as me.
Oh, look. It's your Dungeoneer who survived. Just look at the joy. I'm so teary-eyed. Do you think that they'll all come back alive? Well, I suppose if they don't, then at least they all tried.
Alright, so we beat the level 2 quest, which means we get trophy room. We get... Okay, and these are new dungeons, I think. Cool. And so my dude got a new scar. I think there's a limit to how many scars you can have, though. Start with stupidity +1. Son of a... I think that's a bad one. I think that gives me the cards. Gosh darn it. It's because he's a chump. Sometimes it's good to just let your guy die if you've got too many bad scars. Because they're, like I said, they're kind of random. So we won Ein Trophy Room. We can go ahead and stick that right there.
Caught up in all this doom and gloom of all the places you've wrecked, it's nice to have a big trophy room. A place to quietly reflect.
And we got a Rat King's rat tail. Interesting trophy, crudely nailed to the wall. Probably stinks a little bit. I doubt they could afford a proper taxidermist. But that's kind of the gist of the game. That's kind of how the game works. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments below. Next time, we will probably buy a couple more things for the guild and test out some of these new dungeons for real with some new characters. So, y'all take care.